Stephen, and I'm just going to log in. So we're logging in. Welcome. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England, although the picture behind me is a green screen, and that is a beautiful little town in Germany where we went in September. I'm still working on, let's go up here. Okay, question. Okay, can technology truly replace the creator in an AI world? We are living, I was just read an article, or the start of an article, and basically they're saying that by 2030, you're going to have to decide whether AI can teach itself. And so, hello to Austin. We do live in an AI world. Everything is AI. I mean, if you go to LinkedIn, most of the articles are AI. If you go on Facebook, articles are AI. And video AI as well as text. Because I've used DeepSeek and Gemini, and Gemini is my favorite because it's included in my Google account each month. So I've got the Pro version, and it means I can ask it any questions that I want. But the program that really helps me is a program called Recall.ai, which is typed in the name of it. Basically, I've been broadcasting for 10 years, and the last 3 years of my broadcasts are all on YouTube. Now, if you think about it, when you're live broadcasting, you do the live broadcast and people watch it on TikTok or Facebook or YouTube, Twitter, or Switch. Then you do a repurposing. Now, repurposing is very important. This video here today, I'll repurpose. The recording, or first 10 minutes, the recording will go on TikTok, then the whole episode will be broadcast Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, on Thursday, and the broadcast gets a second life, and that's because I'm using OneStream.Live, which broadcasts this out on Thursday as if it was live. Creating content is just the best way to actually reach out to an audience. Every broadcast that you do should be entertaining, informative, and on point. Okay, what you need is an idea of what you're going to talk about before you go live. Now, I've been thinking, I went out with Angelica for a walk this morning, and before it rained. It's about to rain now, and hopefully we'll dodge that by being indoors and broadcasting live. Angelica's teaching German at the moment, and with both live, we've got full fibre internet, and that means we've got a good signal when broadcasting. If you watch me for the first time, I have to tell you that I am based in Wiltshire, England, and if you think of Stonehenge, think of Avebury or Salisbury Cathedral, that's where we're situated. And say hello to Finley. But the thing is, you do have to have an idea of what you're going to broadcast about. Now, I do these shows Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday on TikTok Live, and this is exclusive TikTok Live. I don't broadcast anywhere else at the same time because I'm using the wonderful TikTok Live studio. So I thought, well, basically, I'm going to ask Recall.ai what I should talk about today. So I've asked Recall.ai to give me 4 topics. Recall.ai has got a database of all the videos I've done on YouTube in the last 3 years. And basically, it's me. It's got all my knowledge has been put into a database. Everything I've said about live broadcasting, a range of about 50 different topics, is in a database. So it's my personal AI because it knows everything that I've said, and so therefore, say hi to PMG. I'm just going to go over and see what it suggested today. Right. It's suggesting today that I talk about live broadcasting platforms and scheduling, the development and sharing of a broadcasting toolkit. I'll come to that. The use of wave video, virtual backgrounds in live production, and the impact of platform changes on live video storage. Haley, hello. User 4955, hello. The biggest change that's come about in recent months is when Facebook decided that they're only going to store 4 weeks of our video. Now, Facebook's logic was simple and straightforward. You go live on Facebook and people watch you on the day, people catch the replay, and people watch you during the first week. The second week, fewer people watch you, and the third week after a broadcast and the fourth week after a broadcast, crickets. Nobody watches the replays. Yeah. So Facebook said to everybody, we are not going to store more than 4 weeks worth of video. So I've got to say that, I mean, I had 10 years worth of video on Facebook, and at the flick of a switch, it's gone. All my videos from the last 10 years are just gone. And say hi to, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read this. And thank you for joining. And hello to Zach, and hello to Bonjour, and thank you for the likes. And thank you for being here. Okay, now, feel free. Hello there. Hope everything is great. Everything is good. Is basically, we've decided, Angelica and I have decided that every day in December we're going to go for a walk. And it's the 2nd of December and we've been for 2 walks, so it's working so far. So I'm keeping fit, I'm keeping occupied. I've got things that I am working on. I'm going to take that off and I'm working on this. And thank you for the in. How are you, sir? How are you today? Hope you're well. Stephen's Broadcasting Toolkit, which will now be released in January, and basically it has my experiences of, well, everything in live broadcasting. And we say hello to Brody, and thank you for joining from the posts. I'm great, brilliant. Okay, that's good to hear. And just a minute, just let me do something. Okay, and thank you. 3D artist. Impressive. Okay. Is your artwork on TikTok? If it is, I'll take a look afterwards. Because this is all about getting to know people. And if I get to know about your artwork, you're watching my video now, it's basically a win-win situation. And that is true of anybody who's watching. I can get to your channel quite easily on TikTok. It's very well designed. So, where were we? Oh yeah, Facebook have actually said we're not interested in video anymore. So if you're broadcasting live, my biggest recommendation I can make now, Facebook has a large live audience and a good audience for replays in the first and second week. So don't stop broadcasting on Facebook. Okay. The place to broadcast though, if you can broadcast to more than one place at a time, the place to broadcast to is YouTube. YouTube is the king of live and recorded video, and they do not charge us. I mean, we effectively are working for free because we're providing content. But YouTube, I would say that every broadcast you do, go live on YouTube. I do. If I go live on Facebook, I go live on YouTube as well. If I go live on LinkedIn, I go live on YouTube as well. You're getting the picture now. If I go live on Twitch, I go live on YouTube as well. I've got a permanent record of the videos that I'm doing, and it means that the videos that I do can become part of my knowledge base. Remember we said earlier that I'm using a system called Recall.ai, and Recall.ai, first of all, first thing that Recall does is it takes your YouTube video and provides a full transcript of the video itself. Okay, now this is only about $10 a month. Every video you do on YouTube, you've got a full transcript of everything that you said. So you can hear yourself, see yourself hesitating, you can do the ums and ahs, but you've got a full script of the video. The next thing it does is it does a detailed summary of the broadcast itself. This is priceless. This is priceless. When you look at it the day after, it's all you can remember actually talking about it. And when you do it a month later, you've forgotten all about it. I mean, I doubt that we can, any of us, recall a video we made 3 months ago. Whereas because I'm using Recall.AI, I can recall a video I made 2 years ago. And the thing is, I've built my own knowledge base on Recall.AI. And thank you everybody for joining. And yeah, we're good. Okay. Recall.ai basically allows me to plan my broadcasts. If I've done a broadcast about competence on camera, and I've done several over the years, because I collect ways to actually build your competence on camera, because not everybody wants to broadcast live. But how do you get from never having broadcast to broadcasting live? I mean, the thing is, you can tune in messages. Okay, say hello to Pimaz79 and Jonathan, Leeds. I'm from Lancashire myself. If you're from Leeds, Lancashire and Yorkshire meet. I'm collecting roses today, which is apt. And thank you everybody who's dropping by. Michael, hello. And we're talking all things live video, and I'm using Recall.ai. I've got hundreds of videos on YouTube. Recall.ai knows about them all, and if I go and say, right, I want to broadcast about camera competence, give me 10 points to talk about, it will do. Okay, and it's just magical, because it becomes your memory. It becomes, if you think about it, if you are a rock group, or if you've been around a while, you've got a back catalogue, and that back catalogue you can play on stage anytime. We as live broadcasters have a back catalogue, and that back catalogue is ignored. Broadcasts that we did this week we remember, but broadcasts older than that we don't do anything with. I mean, the thing is that most of the time we're not broadcasting about current topics. We're broadcasting about evergreen videos. Now, an evergreen video is one where the topic is relevant, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or Friday, whether it's the first week of the year or last week of the year, whether it's 2025 or 2024, aren't relevant, basically evergreen. And I always try, let's just catch up with everybody because things are going fast. Michael, hello. User 1508, hello. And Oasis, welcome. And Oasis joined from my posts. I love the TikTok ecosystem, because I scheduled this broadcast today at lunchtime. And I thought I'm going to go live at 3:10, and I knew what my topic was. AI Run Thrive Chat Show. Stephen, this is episode 40B. This is my 40th week broadcasting live on TikTok with this show. And I want to say welcome to SMD and Layla. Hello. Sam, Isles, Sam again, thank you for the likes. Okay, thank you everybody who's actually joining live today. You're helping to make my day. So, we'll go on as new people are joining. And thank you for the follow, Sam. Brilliant. Just about following. If you follow me, I will follow you back. Okay, that's the way I work. And anybody who follows me during this live show will get a follow back as soon as I finish live broadcasting. Live broadcasting is me. I mean, I enjoy live broadcasting. I'm relaxing at the moment because this is the way I relax. I do get slightly nervous before a broadcast, but once the broadcast is underway, then I can blab for Britain, and I can talk about anything in relation to live broadcasting, and I can fill the screen. hopefully what I'm talking about makes sense. Hopefully what I'm talking about is imparting knowledge and is enjoyable. So if you are enjoying the broadcast, please think about liking and sharing. And thank you for all the likes. Badger, hello. I think Badger's disappeared. Okay, so Stephen's Broadcasting Toolkit will be released. Angela, hello. I think, just a minute, I misread that. Just a minute. Angelala, hello. Okay, I'm keeping my glasses on now. It's best. Safest. Becca, hello. And user 1346, hello. Everybody who's joining live. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. If you've got any questions, then please do ask. I'm broadcasting from TikTok Live Studio. And if you think of Restream, you think of BeLive, you think of StreamYard, you think of OneStream.Live, this has got all the facilities. I can bring images on and off screen, like so. I can bring another image on. That's what we're talking about. Oh, yeah. I read a story. Say hi to Akmani and to Rhonda and to Noni. And Noni, welcome. And Julie, welcome. Okay. We're living in an AI world, which is something I mentioned earlier. If this, I read, I asked AI for a piece of advice about how do you structure a TikTok live broadcast. Now, I come from the world of Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn. And when you broadcast live, you actually broadcast and you have an agenda, a list of talking points. Say hi to user 8989 and hi to Hands of Love, Kate Bush. Wow. Anastasia and Kelly. Thank you, everybody. I come from the school of if you broadcast in 30 minutes, you put together an agenda, yeah, and you do the introduction, you then talk to people, then you continue by going to the meat of the broadcast and going through your topics one by one, and you go from the beginning to the end, and eventually you get to the end and you do the outro. Now that's the standard way of doing things. But on TikTok is different. TikTok, people are joining you at any time during your live broadcast. On, let's call it on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. Everybody joins at the beginning and people don't like to come in partway through a broadcast. On TikTok, people jump on your broadcast any time during the broadcast. And we say hi to Kat D. And have a great day to you. Thank you very much for joining me. And that's Bonjour. Thank you. And brilliant. Okay. I love getting to know people. I mean, it's brilliant when people actually come back. And hello. A TikTok broadcast is totally different. Okay. In a TikTok broadcast, you need to cover your topics several times during the broadcast, because at different times in the broadcast, different people are watching. It's unlikely that anybody who started with me 19 minutes ago is still watching. Say hello to Sally. Okay, so people who watched me at the beginning will have gone on to do other things. We live in a world where things move so fast and we hop from one broadcast to another until we get a hook, and that hook pulls us in. So basically, on a TikTok live broadcast, the thing you've got to be doing all the time is hooking people in. You need to have things that you talk about, things that you show on screen that you actually talk about. Okay, and I'm just saying TikTok Live is the perfect platform. And I can say that because it is the perfect platform for broadcasting live, because people are joining you all the time you're broadcasting. So when you're live broadcasting on TikTok, you still have an agenda, but you can leap back and forward in the agenda, because nobody's going to, people will follow one point and then go on to the second. So when you're broadcasting on TikTok, you want to mix it up. You want to talk about a topic, go on to something else, onto something else, and then go back to your original topic. Keep looping round and round the topics you're talking about. The end result of that, say hi to Luke, and Beery, hello. And the end result of that is that you're reinforcing what you say throughout the broadcast. In other words, if you join one of my broadcasts part way through, you're going to find me, well, you find me, I'll be talking about everything that's a topic for the broadcast today. And I will hop between one and the other. So if you come in here and you spend a minute here, then you'll hear basically part of the content that I want to pass on to you. This is all about me on live video, talking so that I'm, let's get it. A live broadcast has got to be interesting, entertaining, and hopefully educational. Okay, those are the three things that we're all looking for. We're looking to learn. I mean, I try and learn something new every day, and people watching a TikTok broadcast want to be amused. Oh, that's fine. Entertained, yeah, and to learn. And those three are the ones which drive my way of broadcasting. And okay, just a minute. All right, and Kent's back. Say hi to Kent. And Kent is saying Lib Dems are the best UK party. I have to say your timing is immaculate, sir. I actually renewed my subscription yesterday to the Lib Dems, so I'm in the mix for the next 12 months or so. I think with everything that's going on at the moment, there is one party that is providing common sense and sanity. And the party that's providing common sense and sanity is the Lib Dems. And over to Kent and Kent saying, good on you. I hope you're well anyway, Stephen. I'm well. Went out for a walk with Angelica today. We're doing a walk every day in December. And we're 2nd December today. We've done 2 days, 2 walks. And it was good to get out before it rained. It's going to pour down. I pity the people who lived in the North and the Midlands, because the weather has been, well, we don't get hurricanes, we don't get anything like that, but we do get bad weather. And it's been quite good to get. So Ken, thank you for dropping by. Thank you for commenting. Thank you everybody for the likes. Thank you for keeping me going. And it's good to have everybody watching. And it says there, if you go live for 45 minutes, you'll get a reward. Well, in that case, we're halfway through. So if you're doing a TikTok live broadcast, do not be afraid of repeating yourself. And Kent is saying, I'm currently studying politics at the University of Bristol. That's just down the road. Kent is saying, I'm currently studying politics at the University of Bristol. Thank you for joining me. Bristol's just down the road from where Angelica and I live. We're in Devizes in Wiltshire, over the border from Somerset. And Anonymous, welcome. Yeah, it's just a brilliant part of the world. Wiltshire, Somerset, all the way down to Cornwall is a beautiful part of Britain. If you ever get a chance to visit here, then please do. If you're visiting Stonehenge, let me know, and I'll give you a semi-guided tour. Oh, Bath! Oh, now you're talking. Week on Monday, or next Monday in actual fact, there's only, this time of year, the only place to go to is Bath Christmas Market. Yeah? It is one of the best German markets in Somerset and Wiltshire. So Angelica and I are going to Bath next Monday to have a walk around, to go to the cathedral, and just enjoy a beautiful city rich in history, and the buildings are just spectacular. Yeah, that's when they really knew how to build buildings. And we say that to Monster. So Bath it is, and we always enjoy going there. We managed to get there 3 or 4 times a year, and it's just absolutely Bath. It's a brilliant place to actually just walk around. And we've been to concerts at the cathedral, okay, we're now joined at Kent. Okay, and now I love this. We have 2 people who know each other, talking to each other in one of my live broadcasts, which is absolutely brilliant. If you know each other, guys, everybody is behaving, everybody is being respectful, and that's what you want in a live broadcast. I'm very fortunate in the people who actually watch my broadcasts. You don't know her. Just a minute. Okay, and right. Interesting. The question. Right, okay. Now, I don't want to get into political discussion, but when Kent said Lib Dems for the win, I agreed with him because I just renewed my Lib Dems subs. So you'd have to take issue with me as well. And I tried to explain why. Because Labour are struggling, Conservatives are disappearing, and we don't talk about anybody else. And then he's saying, right, I'm off. All right, okay. And I was just about to say that I rarely on my broadcasts get somebody who comes in and for no reason other than, live video is a wonderful but weird world. Yeah. When you do live broadcasts, 99% of the people who come to watch your videos will be there to support you, to listen to you, to find out what you're about, to get to know you better, to learn about the subjects that you're talking about. But occasionally you'll get people who want to be known. Yeah, so I'm being polite here. But occasionally in shows you get people who don't really want to be in the show. And that's fine. That's fine. And the thing is, as a live broadcaster, if somebody does make a comment, one, never read it out. Okay, just read it so you've got it in your head, and then don't react to it. Now, I'm just basically, I'm totally ignoring it now and moving on, and don't let it get to you. I remember the days when I used to be broadcasting on Facebook and LinkedIn, and you used to get comments, and the comments strike you as odd because they're not germane, they're not on point, and they are meant to actually stir a conversation. And I don't mind conversations. I'm grateful for every comment that comes in. Okay, so can technology truly replace the creator in our world? Back to what I was talking about earlier. One of the AI companies said today that by the year 2030, at the moment we know that AI learns from us. AI listens to every song it can hear, scrapes every website there is, watches every video going, and it distills that knowledge and then it plays it back to us as artificial intelligence. It's just a learning machine, and it can understand what we say or what we write, and it will give us an answer. I don't think anybody's going to be this old, but Encyclopedia Britannica used to be where we got knowledge from. Now you get knowledge from ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and Gemini. And they've learned from things that people have said over the years. and they've got the whole internet to go at. So they've got stuff from the 90s and right up to date as well. And they just keep feeding more and more data. That's why they need all this power, all this energy. Data farms are not the most energy conscious places. Every time, I just want you to think for a minute. Bill, hello, and J. Mitch, hello. Every time you ask for a video avatar or you create a video with an AI system, your computer doesn't do anything, but the computer that is serving you uses energy. So every time you create an 8-second video, you're using energy. So this is not part of being green. AI video is not green, never will be. And Oasis, welcome. Oasis coming back from the post, and everybody who's here. Anyway, back to my point. So all the knowledge that ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Gemini, and the rest have comes from us. And it's basically, they've been scraping the net, they've been to the websites, they've been to the blogs, they've been to the videos, and they've taken our knowledge, they've rehashed it. So they've got knowledge from millions of people. And I'm going to say hi to Sam. Sam, welcome. And Sam, welcome back. And thank you for following. Thank you for joining me live today. Right. So up to now, we've been providing all the content. Live broadcasters, bloggers, we've provided all the content that AI has got. Because it can't think for itself. It can interpret, but it can't think for itself. However, it has been suggested today that by the year 2030, which is only 5 years away, that we should allow AI to teach itself. In other words, AI to learn from AI. The AI systems be able to talk together. And instead of relying on us to provide content, they will provide the content. Now, Arthur, hello. Noel, hello. There is no way that an AI system has got real world experience, okay? Video avatars just don't exist. They are a reflection of us. They're using our words, and basically there is no original thought going into it. When you can create a video avatar, you can get AI to write the script and you can put it together. And as well as not being green, it's expensive, yeah, but not to us. We pay, and the electric companies get paid as well. But the thought, I'm going to delve into this over the next few weeks as far as AI is concerned. Until now, AI, we've taught AI. Millions of us around the world, hundreds of millions, have taught AI, and it's learnt everything, and it can now give it back to us in a split second. And if you ask a question, what's the best way to travel from Bath to London? You get an answer. What should I do in London? You get an answer. Do I have any friends in London? You'll get an answer. All of this is being done by computers. We're getting to the stage where the thing that we do have left, and this is important, the thing that we have left is inspiration. And just a minute, I just want to type something in. I'll put my glasses back on again. Because where we win and I wish I could spell. Just give me a second, I'm just spelling. Okay. Computers at the moment, AI at the moment, is not capable of original thought. We have to seed it with a question or a comment. AI is not inspired. It might seem like it, but AI is not inspired. It's basically, we provide the inspiration. It just seems like it is responding to us. Helen, hello. We're talking about AI teaching itself in 2030, and this is a prospect which is both fascinating and ever so slightly frightening. AI systems talking to each other and basically dreaming up our futures. Mama, hello, Mama G. So, until now, we've created all the content that AI systems have been using, and the suggestion is that by 2030, AI systems talk to each other and generate their own. But they can't have real-world experiences because they're not part of the real world. Hello, Carol. They're not part of the real world. The other thing that AI can't have is a eureka moment. Okay. You know how during the course of the day we do hundreds of things, but there's always something which we think about. There's always something which we question. During the course of every day, things happen to us and we store them up, and we find it a question that we need an answer to. Yeah. So we go and we sleep and we wake up the following morning, and as we're waking up, the answer pops into our heads. Yeah, we get inspired. We have eureka moments where we have original thought, original ideas. Now, it could be said that no original idea can happen now because everything's been thought. No, it hasn't. There are always going to be new things. AFC, hello, welcome back. And there are always going to be things that are inspiring, which are eureka moments. And Fitness, welcome back. I think I've seen you before. I think I've seen quite a few people here today. I want to say big thank you for actually watching live. I'm going to take the TikTok card off. Okay, I'm going to take that card off and we're going to replace it with... Remember early in the broadcast I said that with a TikTok broadcast, keep coming back to the same topics, because the people watching now are not the people who were watching 30 minutes ago. And AFC's here. AFC was at the... I was at the Brentford versus Burnley game on Saturday. Thought you'd like it as you support Burnley. I do support Burnley. Well, you were there. What happened? If you want to give a short summary of what happened during the match, the only thing that I know is that first half they held their own, and then is it Fitness? I don't know. I'd love your ideas, because you're actually physically at the game. Both AFC and I respect the Burnley team. Unfortunately, Burnley lost 3-1 by conceding 2 goals in the final few minutes. Yeah, I watched I wasn't there, but as any Burnley fan who wasn't there, I watched the replay, and it was just, they were good goals. I mean, not to take anything away from Brentford. They are a great team, but we are now in the relegation zone, and we have to find something from somewhere to actually get us back up there. Now, rumour has it that there is a goalkeeper who used to play for Burnley and was sold. Now, it's not looking good, but rumour has it that there is a goalkeeper who can't get... He was bought to be the first team goalkeeper, and then just before the season started, they brought in another goalkeeper, and that goalkeeper has kept goal through every match so far, and our guy, my guy, has not had a look in. There is a chance that should he decide, well, he's decided he's leaving in the January transfer window, so he may, outside possibility, but if he came back to Burnley, do you remember the Championship season when nobody could score against us? We want that guy back, because if they can't get past your goalkeeper, they can't score. So I'm hoping, fingers and toes crossed, that we do get our goalkeeper back. Yeah, I'm not saying it's the goalkeeper's fault, but if you've got somebody in the sticks who can keep things out, then yeah, let's have him on board. Let's have him on board. Let's benefit from his expertise. Yeah, because Burnley are awesome in the Championship. Yeah, if we drop down to the Championship, then we know that within 1-2 seasons we're going to come back to the Premiership. But we get back to the Premiership and we don't have enough money. We can't buy strikers. We can't afford the strikers. And homegrown strikers are good, but I want you and I to be proved wrong, AFC. Say hi to the Twin Scrum. I want you and I to be. I'm a Burnley fan, claret and blue all the way through. I was born in Burnley, so I can say that's good. Now, so hoping for a goalkeeper, hoping for a miracle, and we'll see what happens. Dog lover, welcome. Say hi, and to everybody who's joined today, I want to say a big thank you, and especially to AFC for the comments, and to Oasis, and to Kent. I suppose Kent's studying at the moment, and live video is brilliant. It's a great way to meet people. Anyway, Stephen's toolkit is what I want to talk about. So Bobby, I'm going to guess that's in homage. In homage to Sir Bobby. Well, there could be two actually. Is that Bobby Moore or Bobby Charlton? Or Ipswich? Who was it at Ipswich? I don't know. I could ask AI how many footballers have been knighted whose first name is Robert or Bob. But if you can tell me, Jeff, hello. And Jeff, say hi to Jeff, welcome back. We've just been talking about Burnley, the claret and the blue. If I was a sticker rock, you'd have Burnley written all the way through me. It is the most wonderful part of the world, up in Lancashire, north of Manchester, and playing in the Premiership against teams who got far too much money. And it is a money game. I mean, if you come up like we did, Leeds did, I've got to give congratulations to Sunderland, because Sunderland are just storming in the Premiership and they're having a most excellent season. So congrats to everybody on Tyneside and Wearside as well. In fact, both doing well. Both sides doing well. Okay, 5-7. Hang on, let's just catch up. And KF4747, welcome. Julie, welcome. I've been broadcasting now for 43 minutes, which is pretty good for me. Okay, if you've ever thought of being my side of the camera, yeah, and you want to know how to do it, that's what Stephen's Broadcasting Toolkit is all about. It's free, that's the first thing to say. It will be available in January. I'm going to premiere it on TikTok first, and then we'll go out from TikTok. So TikTok is going to be my centre of operations. I so enjoy broadcasting here. This is the best place to start a new venture. And you're all awesome, all of you, officially awesome today. And I've got so close. I'm going to keep going. Two things I want to have. One is I want to clock the 45 minutes, because TikTok is gamified. Now, if I can get to 45 minutes, I'm just waiting for it to tick over and say, you win. Yeah. Chatty Cathy, hello, welcome. Everybody who's joining live today. Brilliant, thank you. It's still sticking on 44 minutes. 99 people have viewed this video. I just want the 100th person. I'll be a happy chap. So we want one more person to come and watch. Invite a friend. I just want a flare. So everybody who's watched it, everybody who's commented, I have gained a flare simply through live broadcasting. It means that when I broadcast live tomorrow, more people will see the broadcast. It's a win-win situation, and you've helped be part of it today. Matt, hello. You've, by watching live today, whether you've watched for a minute or 10 seconds, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody who has helped me today. And say hi to Barry and hi to... Right, okay, it's official. Beery, you are my 100th viewer today. Now, there are no prizes for this. I just want to say thank you for coming to watch me live. Congratulations on being the 100th viewer. To everybody who's watched live today, thank you. To TikTok, thank you. I'm back again tomorrow at 3:10, same time. And we'll be talking about, well, I'm going to decide what to talk about later. I've got a frog in my throat. I'm going to go. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And goodbye from now from wonderful Wiltshire in England. Bye. That's a wrap. And welcome. Let me just get things set up. Okay, hello and welcome. You can see there's a theme to today's broadcast. And the theme today is, if I look over here, the theme today is Park Run. Now, Park Run is a British institution. It started in London at Bushy Park when 13 friends got together and decided to run 5 kilometres. And it was a timed event, and the idea was to go as fast as you could. But it wasn't a race. It's never been a race. It is basically the only person you're racing against is yourself. Now, Parkrun began in 2005 and has been going now for 20 years. 13 people at the first event, and currently every week over 400,000 people meet up at 9 o'clock and run 5 kilometres, 3.1 miles. That's the essence of Park Run. It is totally free, and if you're in the UK, it is recommended by your doctor. In fact, a lot of doctors' surgeries have opted in to Park Run and recommending Park Run to their clients. And it is a great way to actually start your weekend. Park Run is run in local parks throughout the UK, and when we say park, it's open land. There are no roads to cross, there are no traffic lights, there are no zebra crossings. It's an enclosed space, and essentially you're running 3.1 miles, 5 kilometres. Now, when I say running, you don't have to run in a park run, you can just walk, okay? Because you can park walk. And the lady you can see behind me is a park walker, and she is a volunteer. I'll come back to that in a moment. If you want to take part in Park Run, then you just go to parkrun.org and you take your barcode, and that barcode number 525484 identifies me, and it follows me through every park run that I do. Say hello to David. Let me put my glasses on and I can see. Just a second. As you probably guessed by now, say hi to DXvid. Welcome. And I think that's working. Okay. Right, yeah, I think we're okay. I'm just trying to say hi. When you're doing a live broadcast and everything works perfectly, there has to be something wrong. Something's going to go wrong in every single broadcast you do. Just carry on. as if nothing had happened. That's the way. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. This is AI Run Thrive chat show. This is episode 40A. 40B is tomorrow. And welcome to the show. So I'm live Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday on TikTok. And today the theme of the show is park run. Now behind me, this is an actual photograph from a park run at Quakers Walk, which is where Angelica and I run on a Saturday. And thank you for the like, Mr. Wilson or Ms. Wilson. And I'll say hi to 75 Bebo and welcome to Run. Park run is a British institution. Founded in 2005 and it's now global. And Angelica and I have done park runs in England, of course, at Melksham and at Quakers Walk, which is behind me, which is in Devizes, which is where I live, and in Melksham, which is also in Wiltshire in England, which is one of the best places to live. Great walking country, great running country. We're lucky to have a canal near us, so you've got flat running surface and you can practice there, and we then practice so that we can do a park run every Saturday. Michael, hello. And I've got two Michaels, Michael Greener, Michael Gearing. Welcome to this live broadcast on TikTok. This is Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England, and we're talking about park run. So to Angelica and I, this is the way of life. This is the way our weekends start. We arrive at 10 to 9, and then there is a briefing telling you about the course and welcoming everybody who's travelled, because you can be a tourist. Once you've got your barcode, then you can run at any park run anywhere in the world. Simple as that. That's your entry. It's free. Everything I'm talking about is free. This course behind me, Quakers Walk, is on the edge of Devizes. It's in open country land near a housing estate. It's in the shape of a letter P, and you run around it 3 times and you've done 5 kilometres. And I did disappear for a moment though, and I think you can still hear me. If you can still hear me, can you say, yes, we can hear you, Stephen? That would be good. And user 1346, welcome. Now, you see the guys in orange, yeah? There's one more in orange. And that is me. This is the start of a park run, and you don't have to run it, you can walk it, and I tend to jeff. And jeffing is run for 15 seconds, walk for 30. Run for 15 seconds, walk for 30. And that's the way you actually get through the whole 3.1 miles faster than if you'd walked it, because you run, we can all run 15 seconds, and then you walk, and you find that you're actually walking faster because you've just run. So it's a great way. If you don't know what it is, I'm going to type it in there. Say hello to Andrew. Jeffing is what we're talking about, which was named by, he's named after Jeff Galloway, who's an Olympian USA athlete, and he designed jeffing for everybody. And Mona, hello. And if you think, if you say, right, if you ask me to run 3.1 miles, it ain't going to happen. If you ask me to jeff 3.1 miles, run for 15 seconds, walk for 30, run for 15, walk for 30, I can do it. Mona, welcome. I've said hello to Mona twice, so I now say hello to user 1267. Hello, welcome. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. We're talking about park run. This is an actual park run behind me, and the guy in orange on the left is me. This is Quakers Walk in Devizes, about 92 miles from London. We're based in Wiltshire, and every Saturday we go here, unless we go to Melksham. And the idea is to do 5 kilometres, 3.1 miles, and that's it. If you go to parkrun.org, you actually get a barcode. That barcode identifies you. People here behind me will run around the 5 miles, and they've all got barcodes, and then you get to a finish funnel, and at the finish funnel your barcode is scanned and you've been given a token, and the token is scanned. You've got a time for the run, walk, jog, and that basically is permanent. That goes onto a website which is parkrun.org. Every park run, of which there are 1,300 in the UK, has its own page on parkrun.org, which is a charity, and it's basically just a great way to actually start your weekend. There's no better way. There's no better way. I mean, during the week we practice. We've said, Angelica and I have decided yesterday that we're going to walk, run, jog and Jeff every day in December. Yeah. And that includes doing a park run on Christmas Day. Right? There is a park run on Christmas Day. There's a park run on New Year's Day this year. So if you want to get your New Year's off to a good start, park run. And if you want to know how to spell that, park run. And all you need to do is Google park run, and it will give you a course near you. Courses are basically in public places, but there are no roads, no traffic lights, no zebra crossings. You can totally just go for it down country lanes, roads, and occasionally it will get muddy, but not too muddy. And Philly, hello. So, park run. Now, if you're going to park run, what you actually need, if I go here, is somewhere measuring how you're doing. Now, I've got a Garmin 255, okay, which you can probably see if I put it there. A Garmin 255, and I've had this since last December, and this basically monitors everything that I do. Essentially, 2,000 steps equals 1 mile. This measures your steps. Yeah. So during the course of the day, if you do 6,000 steps, that's 3 miles. The 3 mile information is sent to Garmin, and Garmin collates it, and they will tell you how far you've run today, how far you've run this week, this month, this year. And I'll come back to that later because we're celebrating today. I've done 1,000 miles this year. I'm going to prove it to you. We're going to show it on screen in a minute. But Garmin are a Fitbit just to measure what you're doing. Now, why do you need one of these? Well, basically, you want to know how well you're doing. And the idea of a park run is you're not racing other people. This is not a timed race. You're being timed against you. And the idea is that you actually do better than you did last week. That's the whole premise of this, that you try to do better each week and get a personal best. You can run at any of 1,300 courses in the UK. You can run, and Angelica and I have run in Holland, in Germany, and in Australia. There are 28 countries you can run in, and all you need to do is turn up with your barcode, and you can run anywhere in the world. Say hello to GWI Racing Karting Creator, and Lee and Buzzpower, and thank you for the likes. Thank you everybody for the likes, and thank you for coming and watching. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England. We're talking about park run. The photograph behind me is a photograph from Quakers Walk Park Run. Quakers Walk is in Devizes, D-E-V-I-Z-E-S, or D-E-V-I-Z-E-S if you're watching from the States, because I'm very lucky. I get viewers from around the world, and I really appreciate every single one of you, including and Weak Willie Will. Welcome. Okay, I'll read anything out, or most things, providing they're clean. Thank you for all the likes, and thank you for watching live. If you have any questions about park run, please do ask. And that is me doing a park run. So that's the proof of it. I do a park run. I've been selling earlier today. I was selling Garmin's on Amazon. I'm not selling today. I'm just talking about the idea of a park run as being a great way to start your weekend, because this park run behind me is a mile away from where we live. So we walk to the park run about 8:30, gets us there to 10 to 9. 10 to 9 there is a briefing, and then at 9 o'clock on the dot everybody goes off and runs the 5 kilometers or walks the 5 kilometers. But it's a great place to network, great place to get in the fresh air. Is it on every week? Yes, it is. Can you go every week? Yes, you can. Can you go in 28 different countries around the world? Yes, you can. Are there games you can play? Yes. People actually try to run the alphabet, A to Z. So A is for Aylesbury, B is for Bradford, C is for Colne, and D, of course, is for Dover. And you collect the 26 letters of the alphabet. And you're actually travelling around the country, you're meeting different people each week, and you're staying fit. And the whole point of this is to get fit. And my name, hello. The whole point of this is to get fit, and it's recommended by the health service, it's recommended by doctors. And hello to Val, welcome. We're talking about Park Run. Okay, and that's an actual photo behind me, and I do appear on the photo. I'm the guy in orange on the left. Okay, now the whole premise of this is it's free. Yeah, you turn up at 9 o'clock on a Saturday. You can run, you can have a time, you get scanned at the end, and it's all marshalled by volunteers. And most courses, it's got from 5 to 30 volunteers. The lady behind me in the blue jacket there, don't want to point at her, but the lady there is in fact a marshal, but she is a special marshal. She's a park walker. It started off as Park Run, but now everyone actively encourages people to walk, and the lady there is going to walk the course. And if you want to walk with her, then you're more than welcome to do so. And as you're walking, you can have a chat, you can learn about each other, you can learn about Park Run, you can make new friends. And that's the whole thing about Park Run. You can make new friends at Park Run. People you've not met before. The runners are from 13 to 83. So you're bound to find somebody of your age. If you can keep up with them, then you can talk to them as you're going around. You can talk to them before it starts. You can talk to them after it starts. After the Park Run, everybody goes off, or quite a few people go off to the cafe and have breakfast and a coffee. And if you do that at Quakers Walk Park Run, then you can have a cake for £1 and you can have coffee for £1. So it is an inexpensive start to your weekend. And we say hello to MB Alba and to Glyn and to Mr. G, Karen Kelly. Welcome everybody. You're watching Stephen live from Wiltshire, and we're talking about Park Run. Okay, and Critvox, welcome. Okay, we're talking about Park Run. If you've not heard of Park Run before, it's a charity. It's based in London, started in 2005. You can buy merchandise. Okay, you can basically donate to the charity, but you don't have to. You can just turn up and run. Now, the people who are athletes, okay, because you get everything from athletes to people who walk. And doing a park run can take from 17 minutes to an hour and 7 minutes. Now, people who do 17 minutes tend to be younger, and they can run. They are runners, athletes, they're club runners, and they can come to Quakers Walk and they can do Quakers Walk 3.1 miles in 17 minutes. So you're actually being able to meet people who done that, got a t-shirt, people who can run. Then there are people who can jog in about 30 to 40 minutes, and then there are people who walk in about 45 minutes to, as I said, an hour and 7 minutes. And everyone is welcome. There is no entry fee, no barrier. All you need to do is register with parkrun.org, and I'm going to type that in. Hang on. Okay, so parkrun.org, that's where you need to go to get your barcode. You register for free, name, email address, done. Okay, and then you can either print off your barcode or you can buy the merchandise. It's up to you. And if you buy this, you're actually donating to charity. So it's a win-win situation. And we say hello to Mario, welcome. And you are listening to Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, talking about Park Run. Now, I spoke a moment about the Garmin 255. Now, if you're going to run on a regular basis, then you need some way to actually monitor how well you're doing. Yeah, because you need to measure what I did last week, what I've done this week, what I want to do next week. So what I've done, I'm on Windows desktop. My mobile phone is to the left of me. Okay, and what I can do is I can just go there, and then I can bring this on screen. Okay, if you've got a Garmin 255, yeah, then, or any Garmin, you can download the software to your mobile phone for free. Everything I'm about to show you is free. Now I've been for 2 walk, run, jog, Jeff things today. I've been out twice. And the first time I did 1.5 mile, 1 mile, and I was basically with Angelica. And this is the walk we did this morning at 12:40. So this is 12:40 today. This is information which is live, and this is a program called, let me just type it in so that you know. This is a program called Garmin Connect, and that's what we're looking at. My phone is now on the screen because of Windows, and you can connect your Android phone to your Windows desktop, and then you can share it in your broadcast on TikTok. That's exactly what I'm doing, and it's called Windows. Well, I'll basically do a short video and put it on my profile so that you know how to do this. This is so easy to do. Then I can take the phone in my hand, okay, and I can click on there, and there you can see the map. Now there is at the bottom, it says blue is slow and green is reasonably fast and red is fastest. Now when we went out today, we have the green and then the yellow and some red. So we were going reasonable speed all the way around, and then we speeded up a bit when we got close to home, and we went into the yellow, then into the red. Now that is basically telling you how fast you walked, because we did a mile and our average pace was 22 minutes 43 and the total time was 22:58. Okay, so if I go in here, then it tells me my average pace was 22:43, moving pace was 21:35, an average speed of 2.6, maximum speed of 3.7. Told you we speeded up, and we're out for 22 minutes and we're moving time 21:58. And it tells you how long you walked for. And if I go back again, I went out later and slightly different route. Okay, and if I go into the route, you can see the route goes in the green and in the yellow. So I was going faster and I got into the red at some point. So I know where I went today. I also know that I did 1.5 miles and my heart rate was 99 and I was out for 41 minutes 42 in total. The stats: my top speed was 5.3, my slowest average speed was 2.2 because I was going in and out of shops. Laps, 27 minutes and 14 minutes for the laps that I did. And then the charts, this is all information from your Garmin Connect for free, and it's telling me my pace went down, my heart rate was steady, it was basically few hills. Okay, so I went up and down as I went along. Power, you can see where I stopped in the shops. And then my cadence, my stride, my average stride was 0.71 meters and the vertical ratio was 8.2. So all that information is available from the Garmin and it's free. And basically, if I go here, and I go to, this is why I did 6,738 steps today, but this is the big thing for me. I always try and do 1,000 miles in a year, and that's walking, jogging, jeffing and running. So today I completed my 1,000 miles for the year. So I'm a happy chappy, which is why I'm telling about it. This basically is telling me how well I've done. And I've done 1,000 miles this year wearing my Garmin, and the Garmin Connect, the program I just wrote about, has measured everything. You can see me on the picture behind. This is a park run, and Elaine was here earlier, and we say hello to Harrison, welcome. We're talking about park run. Harrison, welcome back. And we're talking about the Garmin and Garmin Connect. There's the Garmin, and on the screen, hopefully, fingers crossed, you can see Garmin Connect. And that's basically it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch that off for a moment. I'm going to come back to me, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Facebook, and basically what we're going to do is, what does this park run look like? What can you expect at a park run? And I just want to make sure I've got the right pictures. Okay, this is park run which took place on Saturday, and I'm going to show it on screen. Okay, so there are people gathering at the beginning of the park run. There's the park run course itself, and you can see it's a bit wet. Now, park runners, generally speaking, are not bothered about puddles, but basically people run down there, and then having gone round the corner at the top. Now, as you can see, the water is everywhere, and people come dressed up, ready to go through the water. Now, this is one of my favourite photographs. Park runners are not bothered by water. They'll just go straight through it. These photographs are from the Quakers Walk Park Run. Took place last Saturday. Say hello to Jericho, welcome back. So this is Quakers Walk Park Run, and we're just looking at the people who were running on Saturday. There is at every park run an official photographer, and they will, I'm going to put that there, they will take photographs throughout the run, and they're free. Okay, this is from Facebook, and you can see people running with dinosaurs. Dinosaurs do park runs, and serious people do park runs as well. And as we go through, now, that gentleman, I'm not going to name him, we'll say hello to Malcolm. This is Quakers Walk Park Run, and this was Saturday, and the gentleman in the photograph ran 3.1 miles in 17 minutes. These are athletes, these are runners, and he ran the 3.1 miles in 17 minutes, and I am in awe. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's actually watching live as we look at the photographs from Quakers Walk Park Run, and everybody's in a good mood. Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody wants to run and get to the finish. And the finish, there are marshals wearing the jackets, and there you are. That's the mud. And people just run through it. I mean, I've run through it. Okay, and you meet people at Park Run. It's a great way to actually meet people, because as you're running together, you can actually just chat to each other. Dogs are welcome at Park Run. Say hi to Abdul Aziz, welcome. And this is Quakers Walk Park Run, and this is my home run, and that is me in the orange shirt on the left there. And it's just a brilliant experience, and I'm going to give you another taste of that. If I go back a minute and I go down, and we're going to go, okay, I'm going to go there. Okay, so again, this is Quakers Walk Park Run from this last Saturday, and people are running through the mud, through the water, and they're all on a quest to get a good time. And the idea is to actually beat your time from the previous week. And it's a great way to get fit. It's free. There is no charge for a park run. All you need to do is turn up on time, 10 to 9, and you can start at 9 o'clock. You can run the 3.1 miles, 5k, which is no zebra crossings, no traffic lights, no roads. It's on an enclosed space near you. There are 1,300 park runs in the UK, and you can join in at any of them. Get the barcode first and you'll get a time. It's a timed run. Okay, and you can wear what you like. And you can wear your jacket or you can wear short sleeves. And the idea is to get through to the finish. That's the finish funnel there. I know you can't see me pointing. And there are the marshals all waiting there to greet you. Dogs are welcome. And everybody has, I've seen him before, everybody has the most amazing time at Park Run. And we're going to finish up in a second. That's the last one. Everybody has an amazing time at Park Run. And I can but recommend it. If you want to get fit, then what you need to do, two things. I'm going to switch that off for a minute. Two things. If you want to get fit, get yourself a Garmin or a Fitbit and go Park Run. And go Park Run and join a Park Run. There are 1,300 in the UK. Park Run. It's a charity. It's free to run. You've got marshals on the course to help you. There's first aid on the course as well, but I'm not seen. It's just a brilliant experience. And you're amongst people who want to stay fit. I want to say thank you to everybody who's watching live. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. And if you've got any questions about Park Run, Gabriel or Zamrawi, please do ask. And we're going good. Okay. So that's Park Run. It is, of course, Black Friday and Cyber Monday weekend. You'll find some Cyber Monday deals on TikTok. I'm not doing it this year. I might do it next year. But it is a great time to actually buy things because things are on sale. So if you see anything that you think is to do with running that I might like, if you drop me a line, that would be good. If you follow me on TikTok, I will follow you back and I'll say hello to Sean. And thank you for joining me, Sean. Good to see you. Do you Park Run is the question. You don't have to answer it, but if you do Park Run, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So Sean, welcome. I want to say thank you to everybody who's actually watching this live broadcast as well. I actually love, let's move away from, before I go, just a second. Okay, if you've got your Garmin, then what you can do, just a minute, is I'm just going to go here. It's going to take a second to set up and go to me. Okay, so basically there is a program called Strava. I'm going to type the name in so that you know what it's called. Now this uses the same information that we saw on Garmin Connect earlier. Strava is a subscription service, but we can do this. Strava is for training. You can, if you're going to do a marathon, okay, and my partner Angelica did the marathon in 2024. If you were going to do a marathon, then you can get a training program on Strava, follow the training program. But the thing you can do is this, and I've got my mobile phone in my hand, and you're going to see it as I see it. This is where I run today. So we've got a map, and it's actually showing me my speed, the distance, and where I run in devices. And I just think this is rather special because every run that you do is recorded, and you can compare last time you did this run to this time, and you're getting all sorts of fitness stats, which I shall show you in a moment. There we are, we're going back. Okay, so wait for it to catch up. I've got a slight delay between the two, but we should catch up in a minute. Good point, Sean. Thank you. Thank you. I won't show the map again. Okay, so 1.51 miles, average pace 20 minutes, moving time 30 minutes 55, and it says it was a rainy 1.5 mile run with steady pace in recovery zones and consistent 7-day streak despite challenging weather conditions. We are in challenging, thank you for the warning, Sean, we are in challenging weather conditions at the moment. As I said earlier, what you're actually doing is you're actually building a database of your runs. And I've got runs on here going back to November 2022. That's when I started using Strava, and I'll go back to the beginning, and today was a good one. Yeah, it was raining. I didn't care. You don't care when you're out and about in the fresh air. So basically this is telling you, okay, your splits, different miles, your pace, your grade adjusted pace, the zones you were in, and your heart rate. Okay, and that is all priceless information. If you want to get fit, then I would suggest that a Garmin and Garmin Connect and possibly Strava are going to help you get fit and stay fit. And that is basically, as you've seen, I've been using this since 2022. I've just celebrated 1,000 miles this year today. I'm just grateful I can actually do it. I want to say thank you to Angelica for her support, to everybody who's joined me at Parkrun, to everybody who's seen me on the road, and to Parkruns in Germany and in Holland. Parkrun can take you all around the world, and so that's Parkrun. Get it down there. Okay, to everybody who watched live today, thank you. If you just joined me, and say hello to Eden. If you join me today, I want to say a big thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm back again tomorrow, same time. I'm going to do 5 o'clock tomorrow as well. We won't be talking about Parkrun. Today was a special show. The replay of this will be on TikTok, of course, and it will be on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn later in the week. It's my pleasure to broadcast on TikTok Live using TikTok Live Studio. I'm honoured to be here. Thank you for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. That's a wrap.
Welcome to the Explain.
Hello, it's Stephen in wonderful Wiltshire, England. Now, I have been broadcasting for 10 years, and I've got hundreds, if not thousands of videos on YouTube. And the thing is, if you think about it, that's my back catalogue. That's the topics that I've spoken about in the last 3 years. And they just sat there on YouTube and no use was being made of them. So I investigated a system called Recall.ai, and then I used Google Notebook LM. The resulting video will play shortly. This is an exciting new world. I'm just glad to be part of it. Thank you for watching the intro to the intro. Okay, and we'll stop. Thank you.
Today, we're diving into an absolutely brilliant system for creating what feels like an endless stream of content. This comes straight from the mind of veteran live streamer Stephen Healy, and it is all about working smarter, not harder. We're going to see how you can turn your own live broadcasts into a machine that fuels itself with new ideas. Okay, so let's just start with this pretty bold statement, right? This is the core belief that drives this entire system. For Stephen, live video isn't just another format. It's the most direct, the most interactive, and honestly, the most human way to communicate. But what does that really mean when you put it into practice? Well, this one idea is the bedrock for everything we're about to get into. So here's the game plan. We're going to walk through this in 5 clear stages. First, we'll get into the right mindset. Then we'll look at the practical tools you need. After that comes the really cool part, the AI engine that powers the whole system. Then we'll watch the flywheel spin. And finally, we're going to tackle the big question on every creator's mind. In this new age of AI, what does it actually mean to be human? First up, the live mindset. You know, before you even think about cameras or microphones or hitting that go live button, it all starts right here, in your head. This right here might just be the single most important piece of advice in this entire explainer. Your audience shows up for you. They're there for your energy, your passion, your unique vibe. And if you're just not feeling it, don't force it. Seriously, the world won't end. The beauty of this is there is always tomorrow. And look, live video is not about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about connection. Those little stumbles, the unscripted moments, the occasional oops, that's the good stuff. That's what makes it feel real. In a world of hyper-polished, super edited content, your audience is actually starving for something raw and authentic. It builds trust in a way a perfect script just can't. Okay, so we've got the mindset down. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty, the practical skills and the platforms that really bring a broadcast to life. These are so simple, but they make a world of difference. When you look at the camera lens not down at your screen, you're making eye contact with every single person watching. It's a game changer. And hey, if you're nervous, who isn't at first? Just start a private Facebook group or a Discord with a few friends. Practice there, get comfortable, get feedback, build that confidence in a safe space. Now, this is a big one. Your choice of platform has huge consequences down the line. TikTok's Live Studio, great for the actual broadcast, super easy to use. But the real strategy here is the archive. YouTube saves your videos forever, turning them into these valuable assets. Facebook, on the other hand, it deletes them after 4 weeks. Poof, gone. Think about it. Each video is like a brick you're using to build your brand. You don't want those bricks to just vanish. So this brings us to the absolute heart of the entire system. We're about to see how that permanent archive you're building on YouTube becomes this incredible, endlessly useful resource for creating brand new content. Okay, meet your new best friend, Recall.ai. Imagine an AI assistant that has binge-watched every single video you have ever made. It's heard every story, every piece of advice, every single idea, and it remembers it all. Essentially, you're building a searchable knowledge base of, well, of you. And the process couldn't be simpler. You literally just feed it a YouTube link. That's it. The AI goes to work, speed watching it, transcribing it, pulling out the key moments and topics. And with every single video you add, your personal knowledge base just gets smarter and more valuable. So what does this incredible game-changing content engine cost? Gotta be $100 a month, right? 50? Nope. It's just $10 a month. Yeah. For less than the price of a couple of fancy coffees, you get a system that can basically generate ideas for you forever. All right, we have the engine. It's warmed up. Now let's watch how it powers the content flywheel and creates this amazing self-sustaining cycle of new ideas and fresh content. Here it is in action. This is the flywheel. It all starts with one single live show. You archive that show on YouTube, making it a permanent asset. Then you feed that asset into your AI brain, Recall.ai. And here's where the magic happens. You then use your own knowledge base to spark fresh ideas for your next broadcast. And the whole cycle just begins again. It literally feeds itself. And the output from that one live show is just incredible. You can ask Recall.ai, hey, create an agenda for my next show based on what I said last week. Boom. You can pull out chunks of text for a deep dive LinkedIn article or a newsletter. You do the hard work once, live, on camera, and then you get to repurpose it again and again and again. So we've seen how unbelievably powerful AI can be as a creative partner, but this naturally leads us to a really fundamental question about the balance between all this amazing technology and our own humanity. I mean, this is the elephant in the room for every creative person right now, isn't it? We've got tools that can write, that can speak, that can even create video avatars that look real. So what's left for us? Is our messy, imperfect human nature a problem to be fixed, or is it our greatest strength? Well, the case of Tilly Norwood gives us a pretty clear answer. When an agency tried to market this perfect AI avatar for acting jobs, the creative community's reaction wasn't just disappointment. It was a full-on backlash. Audiences and creators alike just completely rejected this idea of a flawless, word-perfect, but ultimately soulless replacement for a real person. And this just highlights the core difference, right? An AI avatar can be technically perfect, but an authentic creator, we embrace our mistakes. We speak from real experience. We build a genuine connection. One feels human and relatable, the other feels perfect and completely fake. And that really is the key takeaway from all of this. In a world that's about to be flooded with perfect AI-generated content, your unscripted, imperfect humanity isn't a bug, it's a feature. It's your superpower. It is the one thing that can't be replicated, and it's your single most valuable asset as a creator.